Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of Transfer Talk on Let's Talk Premier League. Plenty to get our teeth into today. Some big rumours coming out over last night, over this morning. But before we get into all of that, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Links are in the chats if you want to join in. Obviously, welcome on Twitter, Twitch, and on YouTube. Yeah, as I said, link is in the chat. But where else to really start with the sort of big transfer that was released? It's been brewing recently, and that is Mbappe to Liverpool. Apparently, Liverpool looking at doing a deal with Nike to ensure that Kylian Mbappe goes to Liverpool. Now, it would make sense in terms of, from Nike's point of view, obviously Mbappe being a Nike player, going from PSG to Real Madrid. Real Madrid obviously sponsored by Adidas. Liverpool sponsored by Nike. We've seen this done before with United and Paul Pogba with Adidas, where Adidas basically paid up the fee. They paid the fee to bring Pogba to United. Obviously, United being sponsored by Adidas. We could see a similar thing where Kylian Mbappe is actually brought to Liverpool by Nike. It would make an awful lot of sense. But I want to hear from you in terms of that, especially Liverpool fans. What are your thoughts as we hear this news that Kylian Mbappe could be joining Liverpool this summer? And look, Liverpool have said something big is happening, and I've never been convinced that something big is Sancho. Could we see Kylian Mbappe at Anfield next season? But I'm joined by Ciaran as well. Ciaran, what's your thoughts on Mbappe to Liverpool? Is that something that you can see happening?
Well, on a day of excitement, it's just got even more exciting. I think that look, Kylian Mbappe, there's no doubt about it. He's a world-class star. He's arguably the greatest player in the modern generation right now, arguably. So, look, Liverpool. I was on the same page as you, really, with the fact that I wasn't convinced that something big was happening, because you know what the board's like at Liverpool sometimes. So, I wasn't convinced. If they get this done, then I think Liverpool will do will probably do a Chelsea, and they will forgive their owners straight away. I've got no doubt they'll forgive their owners straight away. Do I think it's going to happen? I'm still 50-50 on this, man. I think there's aspects of it will and it won't. Obviously, there's different things to support and go against the sources with the Adidas stuff and the fact that Mbappe is an Adidas player.
No, he's a Nike player. He's
a Nike player. Sorry, yeah. And Nike's the main thing for Liverpool. So there is things to say for and against. Look, if it happens, then Liverpool fans get ready for competing for a title if Van Dijk's back from injury. But if it doesn't happen, then be prepared for Europa League football again.
Well, look, I mean, Mbappe to Liverpool would be one of them mammoth transfer deals. But we're joined by Chris, who is in fact a Liverpool fan, one of the lucky few that will be at Anfield on Sunday. Chris, this season has been one of the worst seasons I've ever seen from Liverpool. You've had almost every problem land at your door at Anfield. if you but I must stress this deal is reliant on Champions League, so don't bottle it against Palace is all I'm saying. But could this signing be something that you see happening? I mean, Mbappe is a Nike client, he's a Nike player, you're sponsored by Nike. Nike don't really want to see their prized asset go to fucking Adidas, who are Real Madrid. Could you see Kylian Mbappe coming to Anfield and the transfer, a bit like United, being paid and done for by Nike?
It could happen on, as I said, on them terms. Because he's sponsored by Nike. But I'm a real... I'm realistic. And I put a tweet up saying it's not happening. It's not happening. People what you on about. Then I was like, well,
do you not think it's good? Do you not think it will happen?
Nope. I don't. How the hell?
What's stopping it? What's stopping it?
I don't really. It's just his wages. How the? He's on high wages, but
I presume Nike would cover a lot of the finances of the deal. I mean,
yeah,
this is mad. I mean, we've seen it happen before with United and Liverpool, United and Pogba. I mean, how big a transfer would this be if Kylian Mbappe just walked through the doors at Anfield? Like, not only have you got arguably the best talent in the world, but it's Kylian Mbappe, and look, he's going to get you goals. Are you motivated by his transfer? I mean, Jurgen Klopp. I mean, Mbappe's already saying that. Look, I'd be keen at being at Liverpool. I quite like Klopp. I mean, with Van Dijk being back next year, Kylian Mbappe walking through the doors, keeping Mohamed Salah. I mean, you're arguably not looking for a bad season next year. I mean, if you manage to screw up with Kylian Mbappe there, then I think Klopp should probably be sacked straight away. Because if he's got a fit Kylian Mbappe, a Gomez and a Van Dijk with Salah, and he still starts bottling shit, then surely you'd have to be sacked straight away, surely.
And there is also rumours that Mane could be going to Dortmund, and they're going to use the money from Sancho to United to go towards the Mane fund. So it's very interesting there.
Might be a shame.
Well, the way Mane's been performing this season, he can pretty go.
Yeah, and to be fair, when he's back from injury, though, you've got Jota in a way. So
exactly.
And you've got and I've got no doubt if Mane goes to Dortmund from the funds from the Sancho move to United, then Shaqiri will probably stay.
Yeah, I love Shaqiri. Absolutely, first choice material. Yeah. Shaqiri, I expect him to leave still, but you don't know, do we?
Yeah. You might get a Neto. With Nuno leaving Wolves, you might get Pedro Neto.
That's going to be a bit difficult considering he's injured. He's injured.
I mean, when he's back from injury,
he ain't back. I don't think he's back to October.
Oh shit!
It was. I think he had I think it was a serious knee injury, and Neto's coming to Argyle. So keep your fucking hands off him. Wolf saying Harry Maguire. Look, I know what Ollie has said, but his former boss was Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah, I don't buy that. Do you know, I reckon the crutches and the ankle boot was all for show. I reckon Ollie is doing the biggest amount of PR bullshit to almost everyone. He shoved his captain in a boot and crutches. Look, Maguire, I think, is in that Europa League final. I think he's trying to sort of go into that final. Look, I'm not gonna have my captain. I'm my centre back. Fuck me, we're done. And then Harry Maguire just walks United out at Old Trafford. It is so. It would be so Fergie to be doing that. Look, so I wouldn't worry too much about that one. Nuno to Spurs. Yes, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
The big news, the breaking news, sort of, that Nuno Espirito Santos is going to be leaving Wolverhampton Wanderers at the start of the season. Or end of the season, shall I say. I wasn't planning on talking about this because this wasn't really news until about 30 minutes ago. Are we going to see Nuno go into Tottenham Hotspur Football Club?
No, Tottenham's a bunch of bottle jobs. They'll get fucking Eddie Howe.
All right, that wasn't really the question, and you have sort of insulted any Spurs fans watching, and I saw one viewer leave, so I'm presuming that was the one and only Tottenham fan.
We've got a bigger trophy cabinet than Tottenham.
It's okay. To the Tottenham fans, I can help. There we go. He'll apologise now. Aaron, apologise to Tottenham fans.
Sorry, not sorry. Not so.
Okay, well, it's okay, Tottenham fans. If you check out the first XI later on tonight, some Doncaster people are going to be walking into Ford Watch. And when I say walking in, they're going to be thrown in with a certain fan as well. I have no idea who the Doncaster fan is that is going into Ford Watch, that's for sure. But as I say, Nuno wasn't really one that I was going to talk about. And look, I think it's quite obvious where he's heading. It's only really one club that needs a manager, and that is Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, Matt Doherty might do quite well with it. But back to Mbappe. The probability of Mbappe going to Liverpool is, I would say, probably 70%. Look, Liverpool saying we're doing something big. Sancho is not that big thing. I don't see it. I do, however, see Kylian Mbappe being a night client going into Anfield at the start of next season. Chris, I'll go to you. What would be your starting 11 if you have Kylian Mbappe? So name me your front three with Kylian Mbappe in there. And I presume Kylian Mbappe is not going to be on your bench.
Yeah, definitely not.
All right, I just wanted to double check that.
I wasn't saying he's on the bench just to mess about, but I'm talking.
Yeah. I that would be mind-boggling.
Yeah, but depends really, because he can play as a striker, or he can play. Apparently he wants to play as a winger. There are like rumours like weeks ago.
Well, with that, I would probably say Mbappe on the left, Salah on the right, Firmino through the middle. I mean, you don't even really need to. You don't even really need to worry about Firmino not getting any goals because the two next to him are going to bag you a bloody dozen.
Or you could say Ciaran in the middle with Salah on the right and Mbappe on the left.
Yeah, no, it definitely gives Klopp an extra option, doesn't it? That's for sure. Mbappe to Liverpool, Salah and Mane won't like that. I think Mane in the position he's been this season is the last person to be able to complain about getting Kylian Mbappe as a replacement for him. And Salah, yeah, you may have to share some of the goals around. It'll certainly be one of them that, he may have to share some goals around. But we've got Max, who's joined us. We're currently talking Kylian Mbappe to Liverpool. Just one of them small signings, really. What would be your thoughts on Mbappe walking out Anfield next season?
A small signing? You're mad.
Yeah, it's only a little one, mate. Don't worry about it. It's not as if Mbappe is just world class. You don't need to worry about that. It'd be the equivalent of signing Dan James, I guess. And for the viewers watching, I am being heavily sarcastic. You'll learn to love it, I promise. But no, Max, what would be your honest thoughts on Kylian Mbappe walking out Anfield with Jurgen fucking Klopp? Like, that is just that's a different beast. Like, not only have you got Salah on the right, you're gonna get Mbappe on the left. I mean, I don't know what United are planning on doing on stopping that, although I must say, Axel Tuanzebe has already pocketed Mbappe, so we may see a bit of Axel against Mbappe.
Yeah, well, my initial thought is brilliant signing for us, as it's obviously been it's been a conspiracy theory of whether we were going to sign him for the past couple of seasons. Yeah. And if we do sign him, then it's going to be a tough decision for Klopp if Mane stays. I'd probably put Firmino on the bench, Mbappe up front, with Mane and Salah on the left and right, and then maybe switch Mbappe for Mane and then take Mane off for Firmino. That is probably going to be my front three type of positioning. But if we do sign him, then I don't know what to say really. That's just going to be one of the best signs we're going to make. Because obviously people are telling him as the future goat, and who knows, he might be. And we really need help at the minute. So if he does come to us, brilliant. We'll get Champions League every fucking season. No problemo. But it all depends on whether we work as a team properly with him. Because if we don't work as a team, then we're not going to get anywhere, even if we do sign him.
I feel like tracking back might not be one of his strong points.
That's not what I mean. I mean, like we have to play up the middle, so around the back, up into the middle, and then up top where Mbappe can.
Yeah, you're certainly not going to want to rely on Salah and Mbappe helping each other out to get Golden Boot. I think you can safely chuck that one where the sun don't shine. But in terms of quality, because look, I think in terms of quality, it's a big one. Does it concern you? Like, does it concern you having Salah and Mbappe, or are you just thinking, let's get as many quality star players as humanly possible into the team?
No. I personally think that it will be a struggle if we do sign Mbappe, because obviously we've got quality already in Salah and Mane and all that. It's just going to be a conspiracy of where Klopp's going to put them. Because in the front three, we've obviously got Firmino, Mane, and Salah right now in their normal positions. But if we do sign Mbappe, it's going to either have to be him on the right and Salah going on the left for Mane and Firmino up top, or Mbappe is going to have to go up front for Firmino, and then Firmino is going to have to switch with Mane a lot to make sure Mbappe has the right amount of game time so he doesn't leave us one season after.
I think Mbappe in game time is not going to be much of a problem if I'm being real. But some comments here. If Juventus don't make top 4, will Ronaldo leave? I think he will leave to PSG or FC Bayern if he was to leave. Don't think he'd be going to Bayern. I don't think PSG. I'm thinking probably more Portugal. Possibly. He could possibly go PSG, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, back to Spartan Yevspan is.
Yeah, I mean, if he can't really do much in the Italian league, I don't hold much hope for him in the French league or the Spanish league. If I'm being real, German league, I mean. Liverpool getting linked with star players left and right. They are indeed. But Wolf, you'll be happy because it means that Liverpool with Sancho is a little bit less likely. What if Liverpool doesn't make top 4? Then Mbappe dream dies. If Liverpool don't get top 4, that is literally like chucking 500 buckets of cold water and then stamping on the deal just in case it does reignite. Because no champion. I'll put it this way. Mbappe will not be playing Europa League football next season. That's a fucking guarantee. That is, I don't normally, in fact, I don't normally do this. I bet you absolutely everything I have, Kylian Mbappe is not playing Europa League football next season. Like, I bet you everything I have, all my clothes, my house, everything, all my money, all my stuff. You can have it all. Mbappe is not playing Europa League football. That is a fact. Like, I didn't feel the need to say that, but I now do with that comment. Yeah, that would not happen. But enough of Mbappe. Right? He's only like the equivalent of Dan James. I am again joking. But if you are watching on Twitter, come and join us on YouTube. Give us a subscribe if you are feeling nice, because that would really help us out over here. 3 shows coming later tonight. Got the Chelsea show 6 p.m, the Liverpool show at 8 p.m, and the United show at 10 p.m. So please do make sure you join us over here on YouTube for that one. The next bit I want to talk about, Manchester City looking like they're going to outbid United for Harry Kane. It looks like Kane to Chelsea has died down quite a bit. Aaron, I'll start with you. Everyone ruled out City, and I remember saying it, I think, Tuesday. I think I told everyone, don't rule out City. It would be stupid to rule out City. And yet everyone ruled out City. So, Aaron, what do you make of new Manchester City looking to outbid United? And then on the basis of that as well, that Harry Kane has said that he would love to play with Kevin De Bruyne. Again, just another intent, another signal saying, look, I want to go to Manchester City.
Yeah. And you know what? I think, you know, in my opinion, City's won the race. In my opinion, City's won the race. He wants to play with De Bruyne. City are going to outbid the rivals, which is what rivals do. They outbid themselves. So it's Man City's to lose. I think that's my statement on this. It's Man City's to lose, and they never really lose at the moment. So this is Man City's to play for. But you know what? To be fair, I think this is a good transfer for City because Man United's focus is Jadon Sancho. Kylian Mbappe's focus could potentially be on Liverpool. I mean, could you? This is like looking around a broad perspective. This fucking transfer window: Mbappe to Liverpool, Sancho to United, Kane to City, Lukaku to Chelsea. That is the biggest fucking window I have ever seen since my window pane in my fucking bedroom. It is a big, massive window. And my God, would Kane work with Man City? I mean, could you imagine Gabriel Jesus as a younger striker learning from Harry Kane? I mean, that's just like the dream to learn with Harry Kane with the more experience and the fact that Kane starts in an attack. Bernardo Silva, Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden. It's amazing.
Man just said Jesus and Sterling as good players. Fuck off. Yeah.
No, Gabriel Jesus learns from Harry.
Oh, fuck off, Aaron. Absolutely. Just go fuck yourself. Don't ever disrespect me like that again and talk about Jesus. That's the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard anyone say in my entire fucking life. Even more disrespectful than Exeter City claiming that Devon is green. No, Devon is red. Devon is.
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus was learned from Harry Kane.
Well, he won't learn shit because he's a shit player, but Jesus, that is not Kane.
No,
Kane is above average.
Player. He won't be a better player than Kane, but at least he can learn from someone like Kane to be better than he is now.
Or just sell him.
Yeah, or you could get Lautaro Martinez to compete with Harry Kane if you wanted to, but I don't know.
You could go get a cardboard box and it would be better than Jesus.
Jesus, garbage.
Like, literally, I'll go get you a cardboard cutout of Jesus and just chuck him up front. It'll be about as much use.
Who would sign Jesus, though?
I don't know, fucking...
We won't.
Sheffield United? Fuck off. Doncaster would love him. Fraudulent player playing for a fraudulent club. But, Kenny, your team was heavily linked with Harry Kane. But it does mean, and before I start, absolutely fucking not. I would never. I'll put it this way: if I see Plymouth Argyle getting Phil Jones, guess what? I quit. I'll quit the club and I'll go support Plymouth Parkway, because that would be no, absolutely not. That's disgusting. But Kenny, back to you. Your club were heavily linked with Harry Kane over the past week, and even before that. Would you be annoyed that you're not getting Harry Kane, or do you see this as sort of a blessing in disguise, enabling you to make a little bit of work on Sancho, then to look at that centre back position and really focus your eyes on the areas of the squad that need the investment? Because last time I checked, Cavani just signed a new deal, so the striker wasn't a glaring thing in your eyes.
Well, my idea is that we don't really need Kane because 150 million, that's nearly our entire transfer budget, basically.
That is your entire transfer budget, Kenny.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd much rather get Sancho and a centre back, like a DM, like a right wing, than it's Kane. Because if we get Kane, that means we just get one player the entire window. I don't want that to happen, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I hear exactly what you're saying. Look, it was similar with Sanchez, you know. City wanted Sanchez, so United got Sanchez. And it's like, instead of worrying about what City are doing, worry about what you're doing. It would benefit your club a lot more if you go get Sancho and Varane and a B-Tech DM. Because let's be honest, unless you're selling Pogba, you're definitely getting a B-Tech DM who will play with Donny. But I'm thinking about all, and I'm like, it would make much more sense for United not to go get Harry Kane. For United to go out, get Sancho, get Varane or Botman or whoever, sort out your DM and just fill the gaps that genuinely need a player. Because Cavani will do a good enough job at Manchester United next season. Greenwood will do a very good job next season at Manchester United. So how would you be very pleased, shall I say, that you're not going to get you're not going to get Kane? But yeah, Kenny, that was to you, mate.
What
Sup,
do you
Nippin?
think?
Not bad.
Are you
I'm
driving?
just getting my car washed. No,
Oh, I was just about to
I'm
say
getting
it.
my car washed.
I was just about to fucking say, I hope you're not calling in whilst bloody driving. Jesus Christ. Are you trying to kill me?
No. Look, I'm going through a car wash.
Yeah, nah, that's cool. That's cool. I got worried for a second. I saw the wheel and I got very worried. I thought you were driving. And I wouldn't want to chuck any. I wouldn't want to put anyone on if they're driving for obvious reasons, as you can imagine. But we're talking Mbappe to Liverpool, City outbidding United for Kane. What do you want to come on and talk about, mate?
Just to dispel the rumours about Kane coming to Chelsea. He's not.
Right, yeah.
There's no chance in me being called up for England.
Why do you not think Kane will join Chelsea then? What's putting you off from getting? Well, maybe not what's putting you off, but what do you think's putting the club off getting Harry Kane?
The fact that Tottenham are a rival and Daniel Levy will not sell to a rival.
Yeah. Do you not think that Daniel Levy would sell to a rival then?
Sorry?
I said, do you not think that Daniel Levy would sell to a rival then?
I don't think he will. No.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Who do you think you'll get then? Who do you think Chelsea will get in the summer? There's talks of Lukaku. Do you think?
Yeah. I think Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah. That makes sense. No, I hear that. Well, what about the rest of you? What do you all think about Chelsea? Who do you think Chelsea will pick up in the summer? Do you think it'll be Romelu Lukaku? Do you think it could be Harry Kane? Don't even know who else. I mean, Lewandowski is definitely not joining the Premier League because he's too scared of it. So,
yeah.
Who do you think Chelsea will pick up in the summer then?
Too scared? Too scared? He
Yeah.
tore our defence to shreds.
Yeah. Lewandowski is
Why would
too
he be
scared to
scared?
join the Premier League because he's a pussy.
Why would he be scared?
God knows, mate, but he's not willing to join the Premier League, so I'm presuming he's running away scared. But yeah, you heard it here first. Lewandowski is a forward. But what about you, Chris, Kenny, Max, and Aaron? What do you make of what Nippin said? Who do you see Chelsea picking up in the summer?
I agree with.
I'll mute you because we could hear the car wash Nippin. We could hear the car wash. Yeah, Aaron, what were you saying?
I agree with Nippin. I think that Lukaku is the man for me. I think that he's the most likeliest target. there's not really been realistically. I mean, people have said, "Oh, well, Harry Kane's still a target." Well, technically, no, because I think that Lukaku is the most realistic name target out there right now. And I think that if you push Werner out wide, I think that's the best way forward for Chelsea to work attacking wise and get you more goals. So Lukaku takes that Inter Milan form into Chelsea squad and what he's done and gets used to the Premier League pace again with Werner out wide providing the assists, then Jesus Christ, Chelsea could be dangerous up front. So even if they don't get Harry Kane, they've got a good job with Lukaku. And I think that the price tag, I mean, we're probably looking at 70 to 80 million, probably. Because you never know. You never know. Even though he's not English, he can't overpay for players. He's still putting a decent sum of money. So, I think that Lukaku's going to be a Chelsea player. And if they make any more signings, then we're probably looking at, youth academy signings. And if you're going to make 1 or 2 more first-team signings alongside Lukaku, then it's probably going to be sort of that squad player, like your 20 to 25 million pound player.
Yeah,
I think we should just. I think Chelsea should just play a 2-strike part. Timo Werner works best in a strike partnership. So someone like Lukaku, I mean, like a lot of people turn their noses up at Danny Ings.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind him at Chelsea. I wouldn't mind him at Chelsea.
Thing is with Danny Ings, though, I think he's been targeted by Man City as well.
We're not going to go get Harry Kane and bloody Danny Ings, are we?
If you're given the choice between Harry Kane and Danny Ings, I know who I'm taking.
Yeah, Danny Ings is clear. I agree.
Yeah, no, I would also be taking Danny Ings because at least Danny Ings will square it to Sterling in a World Cup semi-final. Do you know what? I'll never be able to forgive Harry Kane for that. Never. Harry Kane could literally give me £2 million. I don't think I can ever forgive him for not squaring the ball to Sterling. I just
Sterling misses from those kind of.
I do, but I'd rather see Sterling sky it to Jupiter, and then me blame him for the rest of my life, because at that point I can only assume that Sterling puts it in the back of the net because it would be harder to miss. But it is Raheem Sterling. But yeah, forever I shall have a Harry Kane agenda. He's a useless shit.
Khalifa than Harry Kane.
Huh?
I'd rather have Mia Khalifa than Harry Kane. At least Mia Khalifa is good in the bed.
Wow. Okay, Kenny. Everyone on Twitter, meet Kenny. Kenny, meet Twitter. Oh yeah, FYI, just for anyone that is joining in now, please do leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the chat we're having. We've got plenty more to talk about. Man City has no striker after Aguero leaves to Barcelona. Lol. Laughing my ass off. What the fuck? What an actual fuck. It's... What, Kenny?
What an actual fuck. Can we get proper grammar, mate? Bloody hell, did your English teacher not teach you anything?
Actual fuck.
Well,
hold on. How would you be saying it then, Mr. Professor?
What's the actual fuck, mate?
Well, okay then. Just FYI, Kenny. Firstly, Wolf is Canadian. Secondly, this ain't no English exam. Let's just make that very, very clear in the first place. Yeah, look, I hear what Nippin is saying. I do. I don't think Kane will go to Chelsea, but who else? If they don't get Lukaku, what do they do then? Do they go get like a Danny Ings and work with that, or do they just persevere with the Werner offside?
No, I honestly think we need to bring in another striker to work alongside Timo Werner. Like, he works best in a strike partnership.
Do you think that other striker might be able to teach him where the offside rule is? Like how you stay onside?
Yeah, man. But look, it worked like that at Leipzig. Like, he played alongside Yusuf Poulsen. and they bagged between them.
Would you get Youssef Poulsen then?
Potentially.
Oh, I hear that. Maybe you need someone to be friendly of Werner. God knows how you get the best out of Werner. Big up to Real Chris. Who actually
my camera stopped working, so I'm just gonna leave and rejoin.
Yeah, that's cool, mate. Not a problem. Big up to Real Christo, who reps Werner on YouTube, apparently. Big up to Timo yourself. But, guys, talking about Timo, and look, we're not going to do this one for long. What do you think Chelsea need to do in the transfer window to get the best out of Timo Werner? Because clearly, look, Timo Werner has qualities, but what is going to be... How do you get the best out of Timo Werner? What transfer gets the best out of Timo?
I would say striker, like Nippon said.
Yeah.
Because,
what, like a Lukaku?
Yeah, like this doesn't have to be Lukaku, just someone because Nippon said it's spot on, like just someone to play up front with him, because Werner he came from the Absid team that played 4-4-2. Well, played with two strikers, and he came to Chelsea with a different formation, different system to Absid. So he was always on the find it hard to settle into UAE. Like next season could be a season, but it just depends on where he plays, whether he plays as a striker or play on the F wing, which is probably where I see him next season on the F wing. Because I think Tuchel's not going to stick with 5 at the back for next season. I don't think he will go back to 4-3-3. Once then he'll get his players in. So I think just getting used to the system, just that another striker will help him massively.
No, I do hear that. Also, I just want to say on terms of Prime on Twitter, I'll do the Bergkamp edit onto a Tottenham player later. I'll do it after I'm live. And second of all, no, Plymouth Argyle do not want Tammy Abraham. We had his brother, and that was bad enough. But
by the way, I also want to apologise for my mic being muted. Donny Rovers called me and asked if I was buying a season ticket, so I had to just deal with that.
Did you tell him no?
Yes.
Good lad. But we were just talking about what gets the best out of Werner. We're all pretty much in agreement that it is another striker. Which striker do you want to see Timo next to?
Shit on me again.
Excellent. Do you know what? Thanks for calling in, mate, and we'll speak to you soon. And replace Nippin with a Velvushwan. Velvushwan, whose house are you at today?
I can hear someone knocking at my door, lads. I think it's Velvushwan.
Okay, so Velvushwan is at Kenny's house today.
Yeah,
big up to
question?
RJ. I said, which house are you at today?
Oh, yeah, I'm at Kenny's house.
Yeah, I thought so. Big up to RJ, who will be hosting the United show at 10 p.m. tonight. And at some point between about 10:30 and 11, I'll be jumping on to Forward Watch to go chuck some people into Forward Watch. And no doubt rattle some Arsenal fans, as I do on a daily basis. Chelsea deserve nothing. They have too much and want too much. Relax. Ouch. Wolf saying Velvushwan, fight me. But Velv, instead of that, what do you also big up to Liam as well? If you haven't checked out Liam's channel, do check out Liam's channel. It's a great one. But Velv, we're talking Mbappe to Liverpool.
Not going to happen.
Keen on the idea?
Not going to happen.
What, Mbappe to Liverpool?
It's not going to happen. Look.
Why?
It makes sense for Chelsea. Look, clip this. if
With
Kane
pleasure.
signs for Chelsea, I'm going to paint both hands. I'm going to paint my nails blue. If Mbappe signs for Liverpool,
Listen, we're talking Mbappe to Liverpool.
okay, fine. Mbappe to Liverpool's not happening. I'm so
Why?
confident it's not happening that if he does sign for Liverpool, clip this. You heard it first. I'm going to paint my nails red and play on a live stream with them.
And I'll just wear a Liverpool shirt if that happens.
Yeah, but why do you not see Mbappe to Liverpool? What's stopping it?
He wants Madrid, man.
No, he said he's quite keen on. He said he's quite keen on working with Jurgen. He's a Nike player.
Where did he say that?
Oh, he said it in multiple reports. So I'm streaming on my tablet, so else I would get them. But he said it in multiple reports that he's keen on working with Jurgen.
Klopp's being sacked.
What?
Klopp's being sacked.
Oh yeah, nice joke, mate.
Sacked in my bed last night.
Do you ever see any?
I was genuinely about to go on Twitter and check that.
He's changed.
We've also got RJ. This is now going to turn into complete and utter chaos.
You're welcome.
Is Ollie's been stacked?
Right. Shh. Let's try and get back to topic. Liam saying thanks for the thumbnails, mate. Not a problem. The views on my stream last night was insane. Yes, if you haven't checked out Liam's channel, do so. But Velvishwan, we'll start with you, then go to RJ. Velv, Mbappe to Liverpool. Basically, the lowdown on this: Mbappe is quite keen on working with Jurgen. Nike look like they're going to fund this deal for Liverpool because they don't want to see Mbappe going to sign for Adidas, obviously, in terms of Real Madrid. So, Kenny, what are you trying to talk?
Graham Potter is that Spurs?
Graham Potter is currently learning Spanish and French, so he can reject Tottenham in 3 different languages.
Okay, cool. But yeah, Velvishwan, thoughts on Mbappe to Liverpool? Nike look like they could fund the deal similar to how Adidas with Pogba did. Firstly, do you see this as a possibility? Secondly, how important would it be to Liverpool if you did sign Kylian Mbappe?
I said the only way to get Mbappe is to sell one of our front three. And Mbappe said he wants to play on the left, so it has to be either Firmino or Mane.
Well, no, you wouldn't have to sell anyone because... Well, you may have to sell Mane anyway, but it looks like this deal would be funded by Nike.
Yeah, even then, because... It's kind
Imagine
of
the front
difficult
three of
because...
Salah, Mane. Sorry, imagine the front three of Mbappe, Salah, and Firmino.
Okay, take out Firmino. Take out Firmino. Firmino's fucking dog, man. The only reason he's playing well is because people are not
Mbappe, Jota, and Salah.
One minute. Let's right, Velvishwan. We haven't got all day, and there's still another story I want to talk about after this. So, fucking tell me about Mbappe to Liverpool. No one interrupt him.
Yeah, I said it will be a sort of risk. The reason I say it because Mbappe's conversion rate is just it's slightly better than our front threes, but it's not that much. And because this season you see that we're lacking the clinical edge in there, it might be a problem. But Mbappe can prove me wrong, so we'll see what happens.
Prove you wrong?
Even I speak more sense than that.
I'm talking about his conversion rate because
you could be talking about the amount of girls he sees with on a regular basis. It still don't make sense.
No, because the thing is about I'm not saying he's not well. He is world class. The thing that gets me is the amount of chance, the easy chances he misses a lot in big games, and that is the problem because we've been struggling with clinicalness, and if we're not going to create a lot of chances, then how is Mbappe going to score more?
In a World Cup
That's why I said,
he scored in a World Cup final.
Yes, I know.
Against World Cup.
Literally, that was against a half-assed bloody Croatian team that literally bet England, right? Literally, you think Dejan Lovren's going to stop Mbappe? Like, come on. That's
clearly the only person stopping Mbappe is Axel Tuanzebe. But look, I do hear what you're saying.
Victor Lindelof
No,
and
no,
Axel
no.
Tuanzebe had him in his back pocket.
Wow.
In their back pocket.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
But yeah, I don't understand why you say that about Mbappe. I feel like you'd be more buzzing about Mbappe. But
No,
the last bit of
I just said get a new midfielder along with
Another
him
one.
to create more chances because Wijnaldum's
fair.
gone.
Yeah, what do
Yeah,
you expect
terrible.
if you have a midfield of Idrissa Gueye, Julian Draxler, and Leandro Paredes? What do you seriously expect?
Draxler creates chances. They have chance creations in that team. With
well,
Verratti creating from deep and that.
we're not here discussing the
yeah.
in-depth of PSG. They've got a fraudulent manager anyway.
I
But
wouldn't mind
let's
Verratti
talk-
at Chelsea.
Who?
I wouldn't
Verratti.
want Verratti.
Verratti
at
won't go to Chelsea. He won't.
He probably would. He quite likes Tuchel. But
Who doesn't?
back to he does. Back to the last topic I want to talk about is Paul Pogba,
Oh no.
Barcelona. Paul Pogba, Pogba's brother, called Pogba, has basically been saying that Pogba wants, that he's urging Paul to leave United and join Barcelona. RJ, as apparently a United fan,
Did Pogba actually say that?
His brother did.
What?
No, his brother. No, his brother. His brother wants Pogba to join Barcelona, and not Leeds United. Barcelona.
Pogba to join Barcelona.
Who said Leeds United?
His brother should join
Everyone says
Barcelona.
Leeds United would get better move
Alright,
for a player.
No, nip him.
Barcelona
He said,
United.
everyone shush. He said Barcelona. Can he shut up? He said Barcelona, not Leeds United. But RJ,
yeah,
talk to me. What do you think about Pogba going to Barcelona?
I mean, there's many rumors and speculations with Pogba, moving. I mean, apparently Raiola wants 400k, which we're clearly not going to give him. So, I mean, if this is the club that, that Pogba is going to, I mean,
yeah,
I guess fine. I guess I'm not really that arse, to be fair. When it comes from brother, I'm questioning, does like Raiola eat with the Pogba family or some shit like that, where all of them now want him to leave Manchester United at this rate, to be fair. So
I actually think they may have gone on holiday together, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, just whatever happens stays there, right? But anyway, no, genuinely,
before any rumors start, I don't think Paul Pogba had sex with his agent, so
I never quote that either. Anyway, no, what I will just say is the fact that he will be a big miss for us. I do think his presence on the pitch is very valuable to our squad, even though he hasn't really showed up half the season. But I do think, if we win the Europa League, I think that's a great way for him to come out. Look, he came in, won the Europa League, we went back in the Champions League. We kind of went through a misfits with Jose, and then Ole started with this rebuild. So he can say, look, I was part of this team when we were trying to rebuild with Jose, but Jose is Jose. So, but he's helped Ole bring back players. Well, no, he's helped Ole a lot, to be fair, especially on that left hand side. Obviously, Rashford playing with an injury all season. I think Paul stepped up when Bruno couldn't. So Paul has definitely been a big impact this season, but only for half the season. You can't say that at the start of the season he was our world class player that we've always wanted. He wasn't. He was a world class player after particularly that Leipzig game. Do you mean? So,
I don't know what you're trying to show us, but me being able to read all of that whilst you keep your phone completely still is pretty much zilch.
I'll read it out.
Jadon's. I got the first two. Jadon Sancho remains. Yeah, just read it.
Remains.
Or just put in the private chat. Put the text in the
just. Do you know what, Kenny? Just send it to me on Twitter, and I'll read it out for everyone. Nippin is back again, but
my friend kept
Kenny,
calling me.
That's cool.
Yeah, we've had that problem before with another person. Yeah, but Kenny, before I read out this, give me your thoughts on Pogba to Barcelona.
Never happened in Barcelona or skin anyway, and also with Pogba's brother saying that. So no, Pogba's brother is speaking absolute shit and Barcelona. You know how we don't money. If he does go, it'll be Juventus, I reckon.
Well, Juventus are broke as hell as well.
So, before I read out Kenny's thing, Wolf saying Premier League managers that didn't survive the season: Wilder, Bilic, Nuno, Roy, Frank, Jose.
Yeah, Nuno's leaving.
RJ's been living under a rock this morning. Yeah, Nuno is leaving Wolves at the end of the season to join.
Yeah, that's what happens when exams happen, boys.
That doesn't mean he didn't survive.
Is he going to Tottenham?
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean it's probably the most likely. I just want to say if Nuno does join Spurs, this channel got it first. This channel said it before Sky Sports. I'm just chucking it out there. None of us have guessed. We have inside sources from inside Nuno's brain. But Kenny sent me an interesting statement regarding.
I have a question.
Go on.
Yeah, crack on.
Okay, you said you're never going to forgive Harry Kane for not passing the ball to Raheem Sterling.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
What if England ever what if England get to a final and then he scores the decisive goal in it? Would you forgive him then?
Oh, then my agenda falls flat on its face and all is good. And then I'll love
to the final.
I mean, lads, let's be real, right? If Harry Kane had to pass that, Raheem Sterling's hitting that over the bar, lads.
Yes, but RJ, I've already addressed this. I know that Sterling would have squared it up to Jupiter, but until that actually happened and that was factual, I have to continue my Harry Kane agenda.
Just saying, there is no way. He was too close to the goal to even try to miss it.
I hear that, but look, in the final, it's going to be Mason Greenwood that scores the winner, and my love for that boy will just be even more impressive than I thought it was. Hector saying is nipping in the bookies. He certainly got the right haircut for it. He's at the car wash. I have talked to Nuno's pet cat, and I can confirm he's going to Spurs. 100%. Here we go. You've got to love it. You got to love it when you get valuable information from very, 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 very sensible sources. So
does that mean Spurs will be the new Portugal?
Exactly. Yes. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Jan Martino and all them players are going to rock over Spurs.
Kenny sent me an interesting statement here that is regarding Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho remains a serious interest to Manchester United Football Club, and Sancho is interested in the club. Everything looks set to be for the deal to happen, as United are set to send in a £45 million euro bid, £75 million euro bid, which Dortmund will accept unless something drastic happens. And Jadon Sancho will be joining Manchester United. Multiple sources say that Pogba influenced this deal by putting pressure on the board. Which
75.
Look, and 75 million euros.
Bargain.
If I was Dortmund, I would take
look.
Well, Veltman, you have to because his contract goes up next season.
Yeah, look, for me, it's one of them, isn't it? Look, but that's certain, and I've never said that Pogba is going. I've said that his brother wanted him to go. But if United get Jadon Sancho, do you think that Pogba would then sign a new contract?
100%.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry.
If Pogba plays a part in Jadon Sancho for signing, surely he'd want to stay.
I think this is just part one of Pogba wanting to stay. I think he wants a CDM as centre back. I think once we get those three, he'll be happy to sign another contract. That's what I believe, because he knows that there is problems in our centre back line. He knows there's problems in McFred, right? So that he can play his desired centre mid role alongside the CDM. Particularly, I don't really care who do we have, right? But whether we get say Rhys, Zakaria, whoever it may be, right? Who are willing to, right?
Zakaria's not good.
He's okay, man. If he can do like 2 good games against Real Madrid, like in their prime, he can fucking do well. Anyway, no, genuinely, whoever it is, maybe Basuma, I don't really care who it is, our CDM. But I think Pogba wants a CDM and then a centre back. Then he will probably sign with Jadon Sancho as well.
So I think if you get Sancho, and I think Pogba will probably most likely stay if he's the reason that Sancho is done. It's done. When you gotta go. Don't talk. I don't know who that is to. I don't know who that's about. Not a clue. Not a clue. I'm a awfully confused person. Very, very confused. Nippin is doing something in his car. But guys, before we do wrap up, obviously, as we all know, this normally an hour show at 3 p.m. Obviously, I've got a few other shows to be doing a bit later. That we've spoken about three things: Mbappe to Liverpool, Kane to City, and Pogba to Barcelona. Out of the percentages of all of them, how much are you rating every deal? RJ, we'll start with you.
Okay, so Mbappe to Liverpool. I mean, the way you said that how Nike are going to try and fund this deal. I mean, this is the year in the works. So if it's going to happen, I still think it will destroy Liverpool's wage structure. So I'm going to say
Nike will cover those wages.
Nike will pay all his wages.
Well,
no, RJ, here's the thing with Mbappe. If Mbappe comes in, more income will come in because there's probably Mbappe fans that will be willing to buy Mbappe shirts.
But what number will he get?
I expect like 200 million worth of fucking sales from Mbappe. Like,
no, but a bit like Pogba and United, I see that Nike will cover a bit of it. They won't cover all of it, but they'll cover a chunk.
I still think the fact that Liverpool can't even pay bloody Kabak, you know what I mean? That's still a sign that they're still broke. Do you mean so?
We're not broke. That's the thing.
Okay.
Kabak. He literally said he doesn't want Kabak.
Yeah, okay, but then you won't spend more money on players that actually will get you places. So it is what it is, right? You're on a fixed budget, right? Just kind of like Arsenal.
Not a budget.
You are on a budget, man. Come on.
No.
If you were not on a budget, you would spend 200 million because who was your last biggest signing and how much did he cost?
Yeah, it was Alisson. That was Alisson Van Dijk.
How many?
Guys.
I know.
Answer the question. Stop deflecting. I've got shit to do.
45% for Mbappe. Kane, I'd probably say 55, and then for Pogba, I'm going to say 15 because there's no point talking about it.
Excellent. And Aaron, what about you?
Kane ain't going Liverpool.
Right. Nipping. Aaron, you're next.
I'm gonna go 60% Mbappe and 10% Kane for Liverpool.
Oh wow.
What? Kane to City, 10%.
I was saying Kane to Liverpool. Kane to City is 90%.
Right. And Mbappe to Liverpool?
60%.
Right. And then Pogba to Barcelona?
0%.
Excellent. Max, out of 100 chances of Mbappe to Liverpool?
He ain't there.
Okay, moving on. Kenny, rate me the chances of Mbappe to Liverpool.
I reckon 25%.
Right, and Kane to City?
51%.
And Pogba to Barcelona?
-3%.
Okay. Velvish one, you're next. Mbappe to Liverpool?
50%.
Kane to City?
16%.
And Pogba to Barcelona?
1%.
Excellent. And then Nippin, chances of Mbappe to Liverpool?
30%.
Kane to City?
Pretty much a done deal. So I'm going to say like 97%.
And then Pogba to Barcelona?
0%.
I hear that. I'm going to go with Mbappe to Liverpool, 60%, Kane to City, 80%, and Pogba to Barcelona, zilch. Mbappe to Liverpool, are you serious? Like, I am. I'm very serious with Nike funding the deal. 0% Pogba to Barcelona. That club is completely broke. £1 billion in debt. FSG aren't broke, but they might as well be with pitiful amounts they put into our squad. Mbappe to Liverpool, 10% tops. I hear that.
I am hiding my camera. I am hiding my camera. You'll still be able to hear me, but I'm hiding my camera.
Are you going to be driving?
But I'll have my camera off, so you won't see.
Yeah, but are you going to be driving?
I'll just be moving like a few yards.
Moving a few yards.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, my focus will be on the road, not on the.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go because there's various reasons why I don't like people.
See you soon. See you soon.
Cheers for coming on. I'll catch you in a bit. Yeah, I have a variety of issues on why I don't like people driving with their phones. Apart from reason one, it being illegal. But we are going to wrap it up there. We've spoken about some interesting things today. Look, we've given our thoughts. We'll be back here 6 p.m. with this Chelsea show at 6. Liverpool show is at 8 p.m. tonight, and the United show at 10 p.m. hosted by RJ. But before we go, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. Check out our socials at Let's Talk EPL on Twitter. Instagram is Let's Talk EPL _, and TikTok is at Let's Talk Premier League. Aaron, where can they find you?
So you can find me on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner, and also From a Football DRFC on YouTube. Loads of great stuff coming up. As people have seen by my Twitter today, I made an official personal announcement, which was nice to make. And yeah, it's been a wonderful day today. Really wonderful day. And good luck to Blackpool and Oxford tonight as well.
100%. Kenny, where can they find you?
Oh, Velvet one. You're so good.
What? Oh my.
What the fuck?
Kenny, where can they find you?
Pogba is class. And
Oh my days. Just be his mic. Just be his mic.
Kenny, that is the most inappropriate thing you've ever done in your life. But Velvishwan, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at VEL_skills.
Yeah, perfect.
You
good luck to both teams. Did he just say that? What the fuck? Oh.
You won't find Velvishwan with Kenny. You won't find him with Kenny.
But yeah, Egder, God knows what Aaron was on about there. And where can I find Velv? I want to beat his ass up. Somewhere in the UK, I think. But look, we're going to end it there. Big thanks to everyone watching. We'll be back, as I said, 6 p.m. with the Chelsea show. But until then, take care. Have a good night.